Okay, so one of the most common questions I get asked is, how often should I send my emails out? Now, from an email marketing perspective, this really isn't a black and white answer. There's so many variables around it. So for instance, it all depends on who you're sending it to, what you're sending out, the reason you're sending it out, and do these people actually want to receive it? So as a very quick rule of thumb, a good place to start is to look at perhaps sending something once a month. The reason why I say that is from an optimum, from a psychological point of view, you want to send, people tend to forget about things after a month, so every month you want to touch base with them and just remind them who you are, and it ties in nicely with the 12-month calendar. But there's quite a nice analogy I tend to use to explain it to people, and it's kind of the walking down the high street, because if you were to go walk down the high street and say to somebody, do you want to buy my stuff? And this person didn't know you from Adam, what's their reaction going to be? They're going to put their hands up and they go, no, go away, go away, go away. And they're never going to want to speak to you again. And it's kind of the same with email marketing. If you suddenly bombard people with loads of emails, or just start hitting them cold with buy my stuff, they're going to push away, they're going to unsubscribe, they're going to delete. You're not going to win yourself any favour with these prospects. So imagine, let's go back to the high street again. If you were walking down the high street and you saw somebody you thought you could sell to, and you could just turn around and go, hi, give a friendly nod to them. At which point you might get a friendly nod back, and you respond to this language. So if you get a friendly nod back, next time they walk past, you might go say, lovely weather, or whatever it is you're going to say to them. But you start a conversation going with these people, and in the world of email, that conversation could be just an intro email that just says, hi, I thought I'd drop you an email to let you know I'm going to be talking to you about this sort of stuff. If you don't want to receive it, please unsubscribe from here. Obviously, we've made sure that everything's GDPR compliant before we've done this, just to make sure. But by doing that email, that's the same as your hi. You get a response back from, whether it's opens, it's clicks, it's yeses, whatever it is. You know these people want to receive it. You then follow up with a really nice, gentle touch, perhaps some information sharing, something that isn't sales. And you start to build this conversation up so they get to know, like, trust you. And at that point, when you've done this, and depending on your industry, this can take a different amount of time, and you'll be able to see from your results as you're sending, whether it's your click-through rate going up, or whether it's you're getting more inquiries coming, more sales, or whatever it is, you will see in your hot files, you'll know when it's starting to work. That's when you can start dropping sales message, more direct sales, and perhaps sending some postcards out to people. But that's the way to start to manage your email frequency. And you know what? If you all of a sudden you start sending more emails and you notice that click-through rate's going down, your open rate's dropping, reduce it back, pull it back, and you'll find a frequency. So perhaps start off at once a month with an occasional email somewhere else, and then increase it a bit and see how people respond. Or maybe if you're a retailer, you might want to send weekly offers, but find out what your gut feel says at first, and then test and measure and move forward. So hopefully that helps around frequency.